Yo, what's going on, guys? Nasher here, and with all the uncertainty regarding the NHL and NHL 21, I wanted to get some positivity out there, maybe something that we can at least look forward to. So in this video, I'm going over the top 5 features that I would like to see in NHL 21. Now, so far, we have received absolutely zero info regarding the new game. Usually at the end of June at the NHL Awards, they come out with a big reveal trailer and a feature set showing off some of the new features in the game. Now, obviously, this year's a little bit different than most, but at an EA financial meeting, they did say NHL is going to be delayed and come out sometime between October and December. At the end of July or early August, usually there is a public beta that we all get to play and see the game for ourselves. All signs are pointed to that not happening, as you can imagine. This video is a little different than my normal style videos, so let me know what you think about these. If you want more commentary videos like this one, hit the video with a like. Of course, hit that subscribe button, and let's hop on in. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Crossplay. This is a debate that's older than time. Which console is better? Which players are better? Let's just get rid of that entirely. Fortnite kind of got the ball rolling when it comes to Crossplay. You can play with your friends on Xbox, PS4, PC, Nintendo Switch, and even mobile. Now, we're not asking for all those options. I just want to be able to play with my Xbox and PS4 friends here in NHL 21. Imagine a world in which you don't have to own both consoles. Imagine a world in which your friends who are on a different console can play EASHL or HUT with you. There is so much potential here. With how small EASHL is as a whole, this would do wonders for our community. When I look at EASHL, think about all the people that want to be able to play with their friends on a different console, can't make a team, and just abandon the mode altogether. Think about the leaderboards when it comes to versus ESHL and HUT, having both consoles on there and knowing if you're sitting at the number 1 spot, you are not only the best player on your console, you're the best in the world. We'll definitely dive more into the esports scene later, but it makes it so difficult having some tournaments on Xbox, some tournaments on PS4. There is no consistency, and we need to fix it. So at the very least, this has to be considered a top 5 feature for me. Now, it's worth noting there was an EA conference called EA Play where they show off all sorts of EA games, and literally every single game, no joke, every game except Madden and FIFA mentioned crossplay. So could it be coming? I don't know, but let's hope so. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Zamboni Racing. And honestly, who would not want this? This is the sickest thing that no. Are you kidding? You guys thought. Messing around. At the number 4 spot, I would like an updated attribute system. This whole thing needs to be reworked in every single game mode. When you are playing Hockey Ultimate Team, it has happened to me, it has happened to everyone else. You can have 99 overall speed, 99 everything, Connor McDavid on a breakaway and get caught by the biggest guy in the league, Zdeno Chara, from behind. There is absolutely no reason that should happen in any circumstance. I don't care what's going on in the game. There is no chance Chara is catching McDavid. Now, the tall guys are just way too overpowered, way too overused, and we need to make it so it's beneficial to use the small players again, to have that speed, to have the agility. Right now, you have a big guy. They can hit, they can play the body, they can catch Connor McDavid on a breakaway. They can do it all. So what I'm proposing is we set a cap. So say Chara, the biggest player in the league, his max speed that he can reach at any point in the year is an 85 overall. That keeps the balance. You can still, mess around and release different cards based on different stats, but when it comes to speed, he should never be able to pass 85. Don't even get me started on all the unnecessary stats in this game. Offensive awareness, defensive awareness, poise. There's all this stuff that no one even knows what it means. Just throw those away. Let's stick to the stats that actually make sense, that can be quantified, and leave it at that. At number 3, we have something I know that you guys are excited for, and that is an updated Be A Pro. Now, let's be honest, Be A Pro has not been touched since the Xbox One and PS4 came out, and even then, it may have been a downgrade from the last generation of consoles. Without a doubt, the most neglected mode in all of the NHL series. I myself didn't even touch the mode because of how boring it was. But then we got started with Rostislav Nasher. Go for it. Oh my gosh. Kojak. Oh! Bang! What a goal from Rusty! And we saw the energy, we saw the hype. The community is actually craving new Be a Pro content, so I'm hoping they get that story mode rolling. Listen, I'm talking a full story mode. We look at NBA, FIFA, Madden. They have these sick stories where you go out and do cool things. I'm imagining where you start out on the pond as a kid, learning to play the game, make your way through high school, college, go on to juniors, make the NHL. There is such a potential for a sick story, and we need it. In NHL 14, they had a Be a Pro mode called Live the Life, which was essentially what we have now, but they had interview questions. So you could go through and answer a question, and different scenarios would happen in the game depending on how you answered those. I thought that was a decent start, but realistically, all it was a pop-up after you played a game, and then some bars went up or down on your screen. That's literally all it was. It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So give me that integration, but make it interesting. Make it so I'm actually talking to the press or talking to the coach when I'm answering these questions, and have that follow a story mode to keep the users engaged. One last thing I think would be cool is if you could go through and connect your ESHL to your Be a Pro character. Why can't I unlock hockey bags or level up my character by playing through Be a Pro? They're pretty much the same mode. One's online, one's offline. So let me do that. Let me have both features and enjoy both separately. In at number 2, and I know this one's not a big one for everyone, but you got to see the bigger picture, and that is esports support. Over the last couple years, NHL esports has absolutely exploded. We're talking $100,000 tournaments put on by the NHL. Over half of the NHL's teams put on some sort of esports event or league last year. It is getting pretty huge. The Capitals put on a full Sixes esports league, and the Blue Jackets just announced their Summer Cup as well, so there is so much room for growth. With esports continuing to grow as fast as it is, we need EA to step up and support it. So far, it's been all us, all the community, all the teams doing all the work themselves. Why is EA not coming out and supporting this stuff? Let's look at some features in the game that really hold esports back. Number 1, when it comes to online versus, one of the most common esports tournaments that you will play in, your lines and your strategies do not save. Old generation consoles, you could save your lines, you could save your strategies, you could do whatever you want. This year, every single time you load into a game, you join a new lobby, someone invites you to a game, you join that game, you have to reset everything. Dude, I have spent so much of my life, I'm talking 5 minutes every time I load into versus, changing my lines and changing my strategies. Why is the most basic feature not included? The next thing is a huge one, especially with Sixes getting better. Reconnecting into EASHL. Why, when someone disconnects from an EASHL game, is the whole game ruined? Right now, the best technique when someone disconnects from an eSports Sixes game is to have everyone exit out of the lobby, reset the dressing room, research, start up a game, and then wait for the clock to hit that same time that the guy disconnected out, and then start. Let's just imagine a big esports event, commentators, all that. It's a 6v6 game. One guy disconnects. The whole stream, the whole production is ruined, and you have to wait 15 to 20 minutes for everything to reset. No one wants to play with an AI. Get them out of the game. If someone disconnects from a 6v6 game, drop it down to 6v5 until that guy can join back in, and then the game continues. That's all you have to do. Every single genre outside of sports allows you to do that. If I drop out of a Call of Duty game, my buddy invites me back and I'm good to go. Like, why is it not possible in NHL? We mentioned earlier a big esports event. Give us a spectator mode, a commentator mode, where 2 commentators can go in and watch the game from a true broadcast angle, so people can actually experience the sport like an actual NHL game. Right now, you got to watch from overhead. You have to have one of the guys on their team stream the game, watch the stream, commentate the game. It's a disaster. Just clean it up, EA. Last but not least, I want to see a tournament mode built into the game so you can run tournaments through the game itself. HUT versus or ESHL, have people join a bracket. The bracket shows up in game on your screen and you execute the tournament there instead of having to go to external sites to do it. Esports is huge, especially with everything going on. It is only going to get bigger, so I think EA needs to put their focus there for NHL 21. we are, the #1 spot. My #1 feature that I want to see in NHL 21 is an EASHL open world. Honestly, when I look at the 2K community and what they have in my park, I just get so jealous. That is the sickest mode that I have ever seen. If you guys haven't seen my park, essentially it's an open world where you can walk around with your buddies and strangers in the game and go to different courts, play games, play 1v1s, 2v2s, walk to different areas, hang out in the city. It is literally everything I want in an NHL game. I think so much of ESHL is old, outdated, and unneeded. When you look at the different features that they have in the game, they have 3s, they have 1s, they have ESHL 3s, they have 6s. It is way too confusing. The menus are way too crazy. It takes 6 clicks to get to where you want to go. It's so time consuming. Let's simplify it and get everyone out in an open world where we can hang out and skate to where we need to go. I'm imagining a big open pond where you can skate around with your friends and go to different zones. Instead of just having a 1s and a 3s mode, why isn't it just like a big pond mode where you can go 1v1, 2v2, 3v3? Imagine doing like a sick 2v2 wager on a little pond. That would be a blast, man. And the content, the stream content, the fun that would come with it is endless. Now, I think EA has done a decent job with the customization. We can make our player however we want, but we can't use them however we want. We're limited to the modes that most people don't even play. You play 1s, you win a championship. You play 3s eliminator, you win a championship. You never touch it again. 2K even has a wager mode built into the game where you go to a court, play half court 2v2s, and I saw these guys play for $1,000. There were 70,000 people watching this thing live. Not only that many people watching it live on Twitch, there were people in the game actually surrounding the court, so you could see hundreds of people around the court watching the game live in person. It is just unreal what you can do in that game. So that is what I'm dreaming of. Yes, this would be a lot of work, but I think this would really take EASHL and the entire NHL series to a new direction, new heights, and change this game for the better. That will officially conclude my list of the top 5 features I would like to see in NHL 21. Yes, I know we left quite a few things out. It's so hard to limit it to just 5. So let me know what you guys want to see in NHL 21 in the comment section down below. Don't worry, I didn't forget about GM Connected, but for me personally, I put that at number 6. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit it with a like if you did. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500K, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.